Shanty playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I save him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. So they come to the line for first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Another run here with Hall. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Backs to the running back, Breece Hall. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Jets first down. From the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And the Jets are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He runs with it.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Rodgers. Now they'll send it out wide to Adams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. Rodgers. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Check 30.
A give. Here's Hall. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. He'll look underneath for Hall. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he will get into the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jets.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive. And
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This one, a deep shot for Rice. the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. He works free, right side. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets 1 block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow, yellow.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
15.
Here's Pacheco. And he will score. Game on. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now. To the left side, and Adams has it. He's into the clear again. And he will score again. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Jets. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Throwing, Rodgers. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check 26.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They put Adams in motion. They try to run for it with Hall. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's 2nd down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. D.O.E. I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, the Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get.
Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Skirts by him at the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. That is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Len McConkey, 33 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
In motion left goes Jennings. Purdy now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings the...
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fate now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up, to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go, here in Baltimore. First and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he will go all the way. Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Past midfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return. First carry for David Montgomery. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Throwing on second down, Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll work forward for a couple. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Off the play fake, Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A give right up the middle to Henry. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On second down, Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he will score. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Ifotu Melifonwu.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. That one, take it in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And he's got it. Add 2 to the column, and the lead is now 6.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey, Alpha,
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's going to run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
Hey, report.
On third down, here's a run by Henry. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down, and he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Jackson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Jackson going to keep this one himself.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
4th down, Jackson. That's taken in. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
A second effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2 minutes.
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. quickly it is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. So we have reached halftime here. It's a tight one, a 2-point contest at the pause. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On play action, Goff. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. Goff to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it's going to lead to 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Now, faking the give, he'll look for Flowers downfield.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll run for it with Henry, and he's going to have the Ravens first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down a quick.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
Ravens 16, Lions 14.
Second down and 8. Goff to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the give, here's Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
It's not.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the 1st down. And they will turn it over on downs. Throwing, Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. And this one is blocked. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Now, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's going to have the Lions' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here we go. One final play. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor kind of sore. Weeks to Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that, I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream, like Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Numb my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say it to him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Ravens 6, Steelers nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Najee Harris.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
14, run it.
Wilson.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Now it's Jackson. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ravens 6, Steelers nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Jackson now. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman.
That It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To throw is Wilson. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. They juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Wilson will throw again. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Play action. Now Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Jackson from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, 0.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now run straight ahead with Warren to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson on the move to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. In motion right is Aguilar. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. He finds Austin complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8.
Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jackson will keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction. Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak. Nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special, but to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time poring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.
I said, okay, loser. We go way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good guys, 4 down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Pickens going in motion left.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go to Barkley again. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
from 17 yards out.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. Pushing his way through. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now they'll go with a reverse. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Shifts by at the 15. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd down and 8. On the end around, here comes Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll toss to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Had it on their one, elected to try the pass, and that's the risk you run, a safety.
Yeah, as a former defender, I like it when they try and play that kind of style of ball. Go ahead and throw it from your own end zone because my guys are coming.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And they'll accept that penalty.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Again, it's Barkley. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 54 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Running right, Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Off of play action, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Keep going, no, keep going.
Faking the give, Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
It's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.